Hello everyone, Sirik here, and this is Lucah Born of a Dream. Before starting, this game does have an official list of content warnings, so I'm just going to say some of them. It has flashing lights as one, it has extreme depictions of violence, and it has suicidal imagery along with a bunch of other things, so just a heads up on some of that. Also, I'd suggest if you think that you might need a content warning for anything, check out the official list they made. The developers bothered to cobble together one from feedback from the community, so yeah, go ahead and check out. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on this. And I'm going to be starting a completely new game. And that's probably not going to go well. Oops, actually it seems not be registering my controller because I minimized it. One moment. Yeah, it seems to think that I'm using mouse and keyboard. You know what? I'm going to quit out of Lucah and restart it. That's a good start to the stream. Oh well, now you get to see the opening if OBS feels like capturing it. There we go. I think it's because of what button you press when it says press any button. I think I pressed the keyboard button and it set me into keyboard mode. So, anyway, here's Lucah again. I'm starting a completely new game. I have a New Game Plus file that I finished on and stuff, and I backed that up somewhere else, so hopefully my backup won't get overwritten. If it does, it does. Anyway, normally you can choose normal mode or hard mode for sin and punishment. I think one of these is like enemy damage and one of them is enemy health. I might have that wrong because it's been a while and I'm not sure which one's which. I'm also going to set the music and sound effects to 75%. You know what, I'm going to set it to 50% for now. And beating the game once unlocked challenge difficulty, which I haven't tried at all yet. So I'm going to be trying challenge difficulty. I do get to change it. Like, I can go back to this menu and change it if I need to at any point. So, because I don't know how hard challenge is, I imagine very. So, just gonna be starting a new game with no powers or anything on challenge, right here. Also, this game has very good music. Yep. We need a name. I imagine this is a little bit easier on the keyboard. There we go. And an R, and an I, and a C. And there we go. This is actually a bit interesting because Colin's the name of one of the developers, so presumably these are messages directly from the developer. Yeah, sure, you made a good game. I trust you. And with that, we're up to the first part of the game. So, I did play the demo for this, before it released, the pre-release demo last year? Yeah, it was last year, I guess. And so this first part was part of the demo up until kind of the end of chapter 2, I guess, is where the demo ended. We have light attacks and heavy attacks. And we also have a brake system. So you see some bars here, and what most of this is pretty self-explanatory. The red bar is health, the blue bar is stamina for attacks and dodging and running around. You know, it's stamina. If you've played Dark Souls or pretty much any other RPG with a stamina bar, you probably have an idea of what it does. Yeah, finisher attacks have a high chance of breaking the enemy compared to light attacks generally. So you can do like light heavy. There's also differences based on if you do light heavy versus light heavy. So I don't really have much stamina to work with right now. Yep. Heavy attacks are pretty good. They are a little bit hard to get off though. And I really don't have much stamina at all at level 1. I'm not used to being this low level in this game. It's been a while since I was at the very beginning bit. Oh, we also have this mysterious statue. I should mention this game did say that it's going to be getting DLC updates in the near future to add some more content. I think it said free DLC, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll have to check. Yeah, so we're going this way. Not really much choice in the matter at the moment. And here we go, we got rewinds, which basically let you restart a fight. So, you know, enemy goes back to full health and whatnot, but you also get to take back any mistakes you made. Oh boy, challenge difficulty sure does do a whole lot of damage. I need to be extremely careful early on. I wasn't expecting that thing to take away almost all of my health in one hit. Oops, I think I missed a message, but I kind of just explained what rewinds do anyway. And yeah, they're restored at checkpoints. So it's not like it's a limited time consumable or anything, it's just per checkpoint. Oh, and this is going to be where we figure out what that, like, kind of purplish pinkish bar is. It's the, charge bar, I believe is the proper name. And is for familiar attacks. So you have these little turret guys that follow you around, and you build up charge by attacking, and you expend charge by using familiar attacks. They're pretty nice because they're your main form of range in this game. They're super good and super useful, and I will be using them like crazy. Also, if you haven't noticed, enemies take significantly more damage when they're broken, so you do want to definitely try and get those heavy attacks in to break enemies. Light attacks and familiars can break enemies, but it happens a lot less often than with heavies. I also think that enemies might build up break resistance over time. I'm not entirely sure, but it seems like the first break tends to be easier to get off than afterward. Found our first mantra, arrow. This is the other big thing of the game. It hasn't explained it yet, but basically we started out with Luna, like that. But if I switch to arrow, I now have a very different attack. This one does way less damage, is the weakest one in the game I'm pretty sure, but also has more range than anyone in the game. I'm probably going to be leaning on it pretty heavily early on. I didn't need it for that one, thankfully. Yep. Paradigms, but not like in Final Fantasy 13. This is a bit of a better system than that. Also, you can kind of swap mid-combo, so I can do like that and then end with arrow, for example. Or do arrow, Luna, arrow. So, yeah, you can mix and match them. And there's a little bit more to it. Also, you might notice that percentage in the upper right. It's there. It's just gradually ticking up. Kinda just a bit ominous. And here's the other big thing. This is hold actions. They take a lot of stamina, so they're not always easy to pull off just because of how much stamina you need for them. But you basically hold, like, see, that's over half my bar. So Arrow's hold action is pretty nice. Luna's is also pretty nice. Oops, didn't have enough stamina to actually... Do I just not have enough for Luna's? I might literally not have enough stamina for Luna's hold action. Weird. Oh, I didn't want to go this way first. Oh well, too late now. I'm pretty sure there's something slightly nice if I go right first. Not the end of the world. Oh, we found the memory of David, though. Oh, look at that bunch of children watching something on TV. Oh, that was nice. Anyway, we're going this way. What's this thing? Oh, okay. And we're back over here. If I remember right, we can't go this way, so... I don't think there was anything overly important that I missed in the bottom right. I honestly can't remember. Normally things aren't, like, permanently missable. I think the bottom right is just an alternate path. It might actually be that's just an alternate path where you don't get to listen to that memory. So, here's something. It's technically the first boss of the game. You're allowed to lose to it. I'm going to try very hard not to, though. Though, honestly, with the amount of damage I take on challenge difficulty, that might be a bit tough. He's pretty easy by boss standards, and as I said earlier, I am going to be leaning very heavily on Arrow, especially for this fight, because I really can't afford to be hit. It'd be nice if I could break him, but honestly I care more about just... Oh, no. I care more about just staying away from his attacks. Oh, cool. Oh, I broke him by ended up having so little stamina left that didn't matter. The thing is that you do want to watch that percentage in the upper right. I feel like it might be ticking up a bit faster than usual on this difficulty. Maybe not. Probably not. And... Oh, no. It's probably partially because I need to be a bit more careful on this difficulty. So I go slower. But yeah, the issue with Arrow is it's very good, but since it's very weak... Oh, that's a nice dodge. Since it's very weak, you, end up spending a lot of time on fights if you rely on it too much, and you don't really want to do that because that percentage is there. And percentages that tick up gradually are never good in video games, right? Probably try and get a hold action off, but it's really hard to afford that much stamina because I need to keep dodging and running away. So just gonna keep poking at this guy in circles, strafing him. I wonder if he just one-shots you on this difficulty. He might. Like the normal enemy practically did, so... Oh! Yep. Oh, that's bad. That's actually a problem. I'm not... No, it might be. There's something that you get after that fight, but I don't know if you only get it if you win that fight or not. this is where you normally select difficulty. I'm gonna leave it on challenge for now, though. So, challenge sin. Yeah, this dictates nightmare strength. Nightmares are the enemies, if that wasn't clear. And punishment is player vulnerability, so yeah. Just pump both of those up. I can always change it later, but may as well see how far I can get. Okay, mysterious person. Yeah, this game's not really into explaining things off the bat. And here's the actual first area in the game. Also, we just got a bag of experience points. And a new familiar. Also, we got an equip menu. So, I don't remember this familiar much. Oh, this one. So, on top of everything else, you can also mix and match paradigms in the equip menu. So, for example, I can be like, oh, I have Luna as my light attack, and Arrow as my light attack, and Luna as my heavy attack on this one paradigm. Which, doesn't really matter too much now, because we only have two mantras to worry about in the first place. Oh, good! So you do get this thing automatically. I wasn't sure if this was a prize for being that boss or not. So this is very nice. Once per combat, lethal damage does not kill the player. I think... Oh, this was already equipped to begin with, I think, which is why I was able to take a hit. Well, challenge mode's gonna be a bit difficult. And now we get to level up. So, it's kind of like a Dark Souls-y level up, where you spend currency, experience points, whatever you want to call it, to get a stat up per level, but you have a choice between 4 stats rather than between all 6 of your stats. So, max health up seems like it would be nice. Stamina up seems like it would be nice. Charge, you really don't need that much charge. Charge is pretty easy to get. And attack power up would be nice. I'm gonna put my stamina up. Charge absorption's okay, but again, you get a decent amount of it. So I think I'm going to get stamina recovery rate, and that's it for now. Also, we have a person. And usually you get different stuff if you talk to someone multiple times. So always make sure to multi-talk to people. There we go. They seem like they're doing just fine. Also... Oh, we have someone here. They're dead. And... let's see, if we go this way... we have... a door. Can't do anything over here yet. So we need to go over here. And the game has started for real now, so... gotta be pretty careful with things. And... I've recently played through New Game Plus, so I'm used to having access to so much more than this. It's really weird having access to only a handful of things and being this fragile. Kinda neat, though. And that's how it works in games in general, right? If you've gotten used to playing them near the end, going back to the beginning feels very different because you're so used to using tools at your disposal that you no longer have. What's this thing? Some sort of key item. Oh, a health essence. These, like the rewinds, refill every time you go back to a checkpoint. You can swap between them. Health essence is a full heal, so don't be afraid to use it if you get low on health. I think I want to go this way first. Yeah. Right, I don't have arrow up. Next mantra, Pyro. I'm not a big fan of Pyro, but it's not bad. I just don't tend to use it much. The Pyro's thing is that it's heavy, it's finisher heavy at least. Hits both in front and behind you. I'm not sure what the hold action does, to be honest. Apparently does something with your familiar. I haven't used this particular one in a very long time. Let's just show it off a bit. And I want to go over here, how about? Okay. That's one down. Ranged enemies tend to be a real problem if you don't deal with them first, so I always try and tackle them as fast as I can. Okay. Let's keep going. Found... Well, I should probably level up. I might actually increase charge absorption, but max stamina should be prioritized first, I think. Also, I do have a map, so we can see where I have and have not been, which paths I haven't taken, and all that. I'll probably be backtracking a little bit later on, because there's usually nice things down every path. Who are you? Oh, parry! This is kinda hard to pull off, and pretty risky, but it's very powerful. It kinda serves the way a break does, except they tend to take even more damage while they're in parry. This thing's here to teach me how to parry, probably. I missed. Let's just reset and try that again. Nope. My timing's really off. There we go. Oh, I'm so used to doing like 4 digits instead of 3. Nope, how about we heal? Because I messed that up too. This thing's also just kind of a legitimately scary enemy. Let's see if I can parry it. There we go. Parry is really good if you can get the timing down. Let's see anything over here? No. I don't remember the layout of this and one other area too well. Dead things. Or dead things. And some vines. So let's go ahead and descend. Another save point. Don't have enough for it. Rotting seed. That sounds like a pleasant key item. I think I want to go right. I can go both ways. It's not really an issue, but I think right is the better one to go down first. Nothing will prevent me from just backtracking here later on, so it's not a big concern or anything like that. Okay, that's one down. Oh, man. Oh, I shouldn't have used that. I should have used the other thing. Rewind. Oh boy, this is pretty bad, actually. Let's swap to Pyra for now. I should not have used my healing item, because now the rewind doesn't matter, because I'm going to die in one hit anyway. Max VP up. That'll be useful eventually, and that's, I think, the reason why I went this way. but don't really have much of a reason for it now. VP will be extremely important pretty soon, though. Nope. Oh man, that thing's shooting at me from off screen. No. I'm very glad it has a unique sound effect for when it fires bullets. I kinda want to take it slow with arrow, but I'm worried that if I go too slow, it's going to eventually catch me with its range attack. Which would be a problem. Definitely scary when I constantly need to worry about getting hit even one time. Arrow's also pretty bad at being able to break things with. Even the heavy attack doesn't really break all that often. The shotgun is doing quite well, though. Please die. This thing's not even a mini-boss, it's just a kinda tough normal enemy. There's one other enemy type that is not as, like, durable as this one, but which I'm kind of more worried about facing. Okay, good. I think there's more up ahead before the next checkpoint, though. Yep, there sure is. Oh, this thing needs to die. The small one needs to really die. Okay. Oh no. Where'd you come from? You came from up ahead. Thank you, familiar. Familiars are so good. I freaking love the familiars. Time to choose things with nice range attacks. Keep things nice and safe and slow. Just... And... No, no, no! I screwed up. Oh, that didn't kill me, though. I guess... the... Oh, right, it's once per battle you're allowed to save yourself from death, so... Right. Once per combat. Resets at full HP or on rewind. Yeah. So... Cool, I actually made it to the checkpoint. Wasn't expecting to make it. What do I want? Full HP. Getting more HP is normally important, but I don't know on this difficulty. Kinda want more stamina. Also, hey, here's a virtue that I can get from leveling up, which is... This isn't one of the ones I normally use, but hey, I got extra VP, so may as well, right? Also, you can travel between checkpoints. Let's see, the map. Well, I'll backtrack to some of the other checkpoints after this. I believe this is the first real boss of the game. Yeah, it is. It's these two things. So I'm going to actually run around them and hit this thing a bit. And the reason will become clear. You can kind of see the reason already, probably. Oh, that's not good. In fact, that's so not good that I think I'm going to rewind. Oh good, the damage I did to this remained. So, this is that person's brother from back at the start of this area. And they'll help with the fight, and they are way better at killing these things than I could ever hope to be at the moment. So, yeah, going to just really lean on them for pretty much winning the fight for me. I don't think they can die or anything. I'm pretty sure that they're just straight up invincible here. Ow, going to heal. Oh boy. That's rough. Okay, good. I'm trying to really focus fire this one. Nope. Okay. I get greedy with combos so that I don't have enough stamina to dodge. That's what keeps getting me pretty much killed every time. There we go. Teamwork. That's one of the very few times when I'll be able to have help for a boss fight. Also, we got Anima. I am going to replace, Pyra with Anima. Do I want to replace this? Oh, let's see. I forget what the Anima Heavy does. Anima Heavy's okay, but I think I'm going to do Anima Main, Luna Sub, Anima Light, Luna Heavy, and then double arrow on the other one. Yeah, you can just totally do this, and this, and this. Also, charge attack is always tied to wherever your light ability is, I'm pretty sure. So that's me holding down the heavy attack button, and it still does the Anima charge. Anima charge does lots of damage. Anima itself is kind of weak but fast. It's very combo happy Anima. I forget where to actually get the mantra that I use the most outside of Arrow. So we've looped back around to the beginning at this point. Here's where the one person was. There's a cross insignia. Level up. Yeah, gonna get adaptive. Paradigm shift at the end of an attack with dodge to recover stamina. I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that much because I am bad at it. Stamina recovery is something that I'm really trying to prioritize on top of just more stamina. And I'm going to actually loop back around through some of this real fast before moving on to the next part. So, a little bit of backtracking, but it'll be worth it, I'm pretty sure. Alright. Anima feels pretty different from the other ones. There we go. Nope. And there we go again. I went up there last time, right? Yeah, I did. Oh, man. Yeah, I wonder if challenge mode is just straight up everything can one-shot you. Certainly seeming that way. And this time I'm gonna go... Actually... Okay, that's nothing. I've already been there, I guess. This is where I want to go. And then I want to go left again in the next room. And that'll be somewhere I haven't been yet. I forget what's over here. Could be a mantra, could be a familiar. Oh, right! I am missing a familiar. I don't think it's over here, though. I just remembered that one of the familiars is in this area, though. And it's probably the best one for a while. Oh, it's memory over here. Nothing about that sounds bad at all. Sure, everything's fine. Oh, here's the first one of these things I encountered. I should probably charge attack more. There we go. Probably should do that after maybe parrying it. Let's see if I can parry. There we go. It should really increase my attack power. I'm not doing much at all with parry. Okay, so far this looks right. And from here I need to go left now. I think this is where we'll find the other familiar. Oh, this is the thing that I have been not at all looking forward to encountering. They're not really that difficult, but it's hard to parry them, and they do hurt. They go down really fast, though. Like, they're just normal enemies. They're nothing super big or anything like that, but still a bit scary. Okay, looks like I need to go up. I think this will take me to the familiar I'm missing. Oh, wasn't expecting to break it there. Gonna just go ahead and do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that again. This is why these things are a pain. Nope. And I'm actually dead. That's not good. So, yeah. The fact that the percentage goes up every time you die is kind of a big hint that you don't want it going up too much. Okay, so increasing stamina at this point costs a bit more than increasing the other things. Which is fine because I want to increase stamina recovery rate anyway. Oh, here's a kind of useful one. This turns on enemy health indicators. I don't really use it much later on because VP becomes kind of tight. But early on, it's still very nice to know how close to dead an enemy is. I think I want the cliff. One I want? No. Okay, I want retrieve. This is the one I want. So, gonna need to try that again. I kind of really messed it up last time. Hopefully I'll be able to do a bit better this time around. And what we got? We have this room. Yep. That guy kind of made it so that I couldn't safely get to this guy while he was broken. Thankfully, these don't have that much health, so he should be almost dead. I am going to go ahead and use the health thing. This isn't even a hard enemy type, I'm just having a lot of trouble with it for some reason. Unfortunately, I think that health things don't regenerate when you refresh or rewind or whatever, so I'm not going to rewind if I can help it, because then I'd have to go through all this without a health thing, I'm pretty sure. I'm also used to having a later passive that makes familiar charge recover automatically, so when I'm up against something kind of scary, I'm used to just kind of hanging back a bit and waiting for the charge bar to fill up if it's close to the familiar attack. So that's going to take me a little bit to get used to. And now I want to go up. And there we go. Shock. This is a good familiar. I'm going to be replacing my initial blue one with Shock. Because they kind of... Oh, wait. Yeah. They kind of do roughly the same thing. Well, sort of. They're both kind of big single attacks. Shock, it costs a bit less and is a little bit slower. Whereas this one is a bit longer on range. But Shock also, Shock is really strong. And you do keep everything if you die. So, I'm going to try and make it to the checkpoint, but if I don't, then all that'll really happen is my percentage will go up. Which is bad, but it's fine. Oh, I managed to get hit twice in a row. Go me. Okay. I really would like Perceptive. I should probably also increase my max health, just in case enemies do in fact not guarantee instant kill you on this difficulty. Yeah, gonna go this way. We got that cross insignia, so let's go ahead and use it. And we're on Chapter 2, Track 2, whatever you want to call it. It's a church. Yeah, this is a great church. So, this is some guy whipping himself. And I'm going to beeline for the right. Just so that I have this little resting spot set up here. And now I'm gonna go left. And I'm preparing to die a whole lot. This is already normally pretty hard, and on this difficulty it's going to be extremely hard. So, I'm gonna need to definitely not be afraid to use these rewinds. I was really hoping to break you with that, but okay. I'm gonna try and catch him on parry. Okay, didn't catch him on parry, but I did break him. Nope, get away. They do have, like, those shields they have do actually work. You can see when he's kind of guarding, it does reduce his, the damage he takes by quite a lot. So, being able, like, man, the range on this thing is a lot shorter than I remembered. There we go, break, die. Fortunately, that's not the only thing here. We have a very long amount of fighting to get through. Killed that. That's not the only enemy in the room. Thankfully, the room is really big, and that kind of works to my advantage because I can kind of ignore some of the enemies if I can keep them separated. Oh my god, you have so much health. I guess it is challenge mode. I'm gonna use arrow for this. He should be almost dead. He's taken quite a bit of damage already. Oh. Gonna reset. It will reset me on the current wave, at least. It doesn't make you reset all the way from the beginning. That would be a bit much if it did. Okay. I guess I'll go after this ranged guy first. The ranged guy is also a bit more dangerous anyway, because he can put my health down with one bullet, and then if another bullet's near it, I could just straight up get hit by another one, and then it'll be like my, death, kind of, my, like, death prevention virtue won't even exist. And I know you don't have that much health. There we go. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Parry? Yeah, parry. Probably shouldn't have tried parrying while I had arrow equipped, but oh well. Can I do it again? Yep. Feels so satisfying to parry enemies. Nope. Got really greedy with that. I might just charge attack him. Okay. I'm gonna take it slow with arrow from this point on with him. I already did quite a lot with those parries. Man, stop blocking. He's very good at blocking. And this this is not the final wave. So I want to be extra careful here. I should probably save up for the shock one, honestly, rather than using the spread gun. Oh, no, broke him. Yes. I don't remember what's in the next wave. I think this one's the first really bad one. Yeah, it might be. Let's see, there's 2 knights. Oh, no, this one's just 2 knights. This one's not too bad. The main issue is knights are close to each other, so you can't really take them on one at a time. Unless you're very careful to pull them away from each other. I should have just used small attacks instead of trying to wait for a big attack. And this is probably not a good idea, because yeah, I might switch to Anima just because waiting going too long means I'm probably going to eventually mess up, so I'd rather take a little bit of risk and end the fight sooner. You know what, I'm gonna use this heal. Well, glad I did, I guess. Now I'm going to use arrow, because I did deal several hundred to him already. There's at least one more wave. I think the next one might be the last one, though. Because there's definitely a tough enemy mixed in. Oh! No! Got stuck on the stupid whatever that is. Yep, here it is. Final wave. Big enemy is actually not too bad as long as I keep my distance, so I'm probably going to honestly focus on the knight still. The main thing is that he does have quite a bit of AoE, so him on top of the knights is a bit much. But if I can just get rid of the knights, then I can take him out pretty safely with arrow. Unfortunately, I do need to move. Oh! Almost got hit by the follow-up. I do need to kind of move on to this knight, though, because I'm getting cornered. Getting cornered is definitely the main threat in this particular wave. Okay. Oh. It's also tough because you kind of don't want all the enemies bunched up together, because that's scary, but at the same time, leaving one off screen means that you put yourself at risk of getting hit by these shockwaves. Come on. I do like that the game makes little kind of warning lines for ranged attacks before they actually go off, though. So even if you don't see the enemy on screen, you do see the warning line a split second before the actual attack connects. Nope. And challenge mode is really scary. I know there's an achievement for getting through all of challenge mode without laying that bar, without letting the percentage fill up to 100, and I don't know if that's going to be happening, to be honest. Okay, guess I'm focusing on this guy after all. Kinda don't want to deal with him without the ads being dead, but He's the one that's getting within my range, so may as well. Like, if the knights just kind of stay in their corner, that's fine. They can stay in their corner, and I'll just deal with this guy. Who isn't really bad if you really just rely on arrow a whole lot like I've been doing right now. Problem is, I probably shouldn't be relying on arrow this much. Well, because it's gonna take forever if I do. And the last thing I want is to have a fight that takes a very long time only to have it end when I get sloppy and take a single hit. But that might be how it ends. Like, if you can parry, the damage goes up so much. This is kind of really scary, though. Okay. Little shock familiar does tons of damage, even if they're not broken, at least. Okay, I'm gonna try and parry you. There we go, one down. Should probably use Arrow's charge ability also. Oh, cool, killed him. I can probably afford to go slow on this guy. Cool, didn't think I broke him. I just happened to decide to want to use my charge attack, and then the attack right before ended up breaking him, so that worked out really nicely. Freaking over 700 damage with a hit from Arrow. Oh, that's not what I thought was here. That's actually better than what I thought was here, because this is one of the virtues that I use all the time. Also, I forgot to put my actual C enemy, or this one, the paradigm shift one. However, I can only have one or the other of these at the moment, because I only have 10 virtue points, and, yeah, parasitic is way better than adaptive. This is extremely good. Parasitic combined with one other virtue that I don't have yet. And I forget where you get it. I forget where you get a lot of things because I'm used to having all of them. Yeah, that combined with one other one is one of the best defensive combinations, or straight up the best defensive combination in this game. Anyway, I got a lot, so I'm going to level. Yeah, may as well take Perceptive. That ate up a ton of my, whatever they are, experience points. That's okay. More people. They're just kind of doing their thing. Doesn't seem like a particularly good church to be a part of, if I had to guess. More people off to the sides that we can't quite get to. I imagine they're saying similar things. Anyway, there's this person over here who doesn't really feel like talking to us. The first time I played this, I wasn't sure if this was the person from the forest, but no, they're yellow, the person from the forest is orange, and we'll meet up with all of them again later anyway. Anyway, here's the head of the place. Nothing ominous about a little cleansing. These people are just blocking the way. And we can't brave the darkness. So, guess we have no choice. Oh, it's probably for the best that got interrupted, right? Just accidentally minimized the game by apparently slightly touching the window key. There we go. Cool. Also, I like that he initially says father, and then he specifically says dad here. Because father could have been taken either way the first time around, and that's a bit more specific. Anyway, let's see what all the excitement's about. Doesn't this look nice? Just a whole bunch of crucified bodies. Nothing else to do here. Except we can't leave. We can't examine this thing here, though. The, just crucified remains of the leader of the church. Oh, look, it's Messiah. This fight's gonna go real well. Look at that health bar. Great. And unlike the first fight of the game, I'm pretty sure there's no way to win that fight. I think even if you mashed at it for a very long time, that thing has infinite health, as far as I'm aware. Anyway, the whole church is horribly bloodstained now. Everyone's dead. And there's some nightmares in the church, and I am going to rewind. Oh, I'm going to rewind again. And again, apparently. Nope, didn't get parry off. Okay, so you do not go all the way down to nothing every time, it looks like. I'm gonna go back to full health to get my full heal back. Nope. Nope. I would really like to break this thing. Hooray! Oh, cool. I actually landed the parry. I didn't think I had. Might try getting my health up a bit after this, because I feel like stamina is doing okay. Charge could probably use a bit of an upgrade. The one thing to note with all that though is the max level in this game isn't that high. I think it's like 30 or so. So, like, stat points do matter. You can't just max out everything or even, like, spread it all that thin at all, really. Hey, experience points. And we got a travel pass.